All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about money. You want some money, don't you? You want to know exactly what it takes to make money and then get the honey. The honey could be the car or the building, could be the mansion, could be the Lamborghini or the Ferrari. Don't worry, I got all those because it's fun. See, it's called winning the game of business, and that's what I've done all my life. And I came up with that series about 49 years ago. So guess what today? Tablet and pen time. Get a tablet, get a pen. Let's understand what we're going to do. I'm going to repackage you. That's right, I like to repackage you like Humpty Dumpty. You see, my companies years ago was repackaged in America, incorporating you, and only in America I gave to Don King. But again, I like making money. It's a game. I don't know how to play it. I want to play the game. This is live. Guess what? I just signed up 3 more locations. Would you like to play? We'll see about that today. There goes that rhyming thing I do all the time too. So the bottom line is very simple. No pictures are recorded in the beginning. Why? Because I said so. You see, you take pictures and record things you never look at again and again. Me, I want to show you pictures. I want you to take pictures. I want you to know what really counts. Bottom line is very simple. Me, I accomplished all my goals. Why haven't you? Hey, I got my first million at 14 and a half. I invented Car Finder and other things too. You know what I got at 21? $1 billion of corporate structure. 2.6 billion, 26. 2009, 3.7 billion. Then I got to die in a damn coma. I had an old shit day. You ever had an old shit day? How about an old shit day, week, month, or year? Oh shit, what do I do? Well, that's what happens to all of us, even you. There's me in 1981. Can you imagine? I'm kicking the door jam at 10, or they're freaking them out because they're saying, knock down, quit knocking down the house. Then I jump up and kick the basketball hoop. That's only 10 feet. I know it's not possible. You know, every time I hear some ding-dong say white man can't jump, it's not funny. There's me. Whee! I can jump 13 feet in the air. 1 or 2 steps, that's all it took. But I like goodies. You like goodies? How about Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and mansions? You got to have those too. Palace Verdes, that was good. How about basically, all right, Havasu, Big Bear, all right? How about Huntington Harbor right there? 5 islands full of goodies on all 5 islands. Is that okay? One of the largest U-docks as well. So I had 3 yachts in the backyard. See, I want to play the game to win. So let's understand today. And what I mean is serious. Winning the game of business was my first series that I created 49 years ago. I just want to show the world what I was doing. When I was a little boy, I thought the grown-ups were stupid. I grew up and realized they were pretty stupid. See, I want to go get the money. And that's what I did. You want to get some money? But understand, you've been ripped off by friends and family, most of you. You're 35 to 75 years old, and you got knocked down 50 times. No, you knocked down 1,000 times. You had to get up again and again. Maybe you're not ready to fight. Maybe you like this pass in life going beep, 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 and being bored. You see, you did it wrong. I'll point it out to you today. So let's understand today, right now, okay? You've been sitting like a duck. I think so. Don't take anything I say personally, because I like to hold your hand and coach you every step of the way. I think most people sit like ducks. I think it kind of sucks. So what do? Here's our problem. Today, you got laid off. It's okay, honey. Everything will be okay. It'll be okay. And what happens? 8 months later, oh, shit. I can't pay the house payment, the car. And now you fight with your spouse and you can't feed the kids. It's like, oh, shit. What do? Well, there you go. You got 8 months until you have oh, shit. Day, week, month, or year. Sorry, it's just true. See, what you did is you jacked up your own damn card. You don't know the rules and tools that I set up. Hey, I'm Ray Reynolds, the godfather of credit. Got the nickname on KNX Radio years ago. Been on that station 49 years. Can you imagine? I built $60 billion of credit for people. Oh, by the way, here's $10 million. How much would you like? You see, this is fun stuff. I've been doing this since I was a kid. You did it wrong. Sorry. What you did is I'm going to show you exactly the good, bad, and the ugly. Is that okay? We're going to play my way for a while. I think your way sucks. I think you're fired. Let's fire you and let me take over. That's what I think you should do. So let's understand. 8 months until I have a what? Shit day, week, month, or year. I got a wife, a beautiful wife. She's my life and she's my rock too. I got 6 kids and a bunch of grandkids. I'll be damned if I bring that pain home. I'd rather shoot myself in the foot with a Glock. So I'm not going to bring the pain home like you. You see, I understand rules and tools since I set them up in the first place. Now, let's understand. This is what I want you to do from now on, and I want you to think. So let's think. First of all, we got to take all our credit cards, and we need to increase the limits. Before you got laid off today, what did you do? Oh, shit. See, we want to take all the credit cards, all the pretty ones, and we want to increase them. You see, I believe you need 100,000 of personal credit. I believe your problem is your lack of knowledge, your stupidity. And I don't think people are stupid. I just think they follow stupid. And I think your friends and family kind of ripped you off. And you've been knocked down 1,000 times. And what are you going to do now? Oh, you're going to go get some motivation. You're going to go to TikTok, YouTube, and Google and go, that's about it. That's what you get. When I trained Ken Yarborough, he was security chief at TRW. I'm a trainer. I'm training him. Got it? Then we basically became a Aspirian in '96. So what do? We have to understand credit. So number one, we have to do one thing. If you're going to partner with me and do a business, we're going to repackage you my way because I think your way sucks. That's just my opinion, okay? We're going to increase the limits. Now, the first thing we have to do for anybody who's going to partner with me is I have to analyze you. I'm going to dissect your credit. That's right. Then I'm going to dissect you because that's kind of fun too. What are we going to do? Simple. We're going to look at all your credit, your Aspirian, your Chad, your Equifax. You were 639, that sucks. Now you're an 821. Ooh, see the graph goes up, and away? See, what happens is credit repair is a fraud. It's against the law. So what you have to do is understand to rebuild it. To rebuild the credit is the ultimate goal. Rebuild. Get that in your head, please. If I analyze you and you do exactly what I tell you to do, listen carefully. If you do exactly what I tell you to do, within 90 working days, you are guaranteed a 750 score, 750. But you have to learn and turn these up a little bit. But you have to follow through too. You got to be part of the program. So you have to rebuild yourself like Humpty Dumpty. We're going to have some fun doing that too. Now understand. So here, what do? I want you to have 100,000 of personal credit. Now let's watch. You basically sit with your family. You want to start a business. Oh, goody. Honey, we're going to jack up our credit cards. We're going to drop the score. We're going to get stuck. We can't get any more. We're going to hawk our house, and we're going to bring the pain home to you and you and you and you and be stupid. Well, that's what you did. That's called stupid. You're not stupid. What did you do, stupid? You jacked up the round damn card. I designed the system of the 25-20% rule, period. You put a sticky in the back of the card. You got 10,000. Wow, honey, let's go shopping. Let's go to dinner. Then you piss it away. Stop that today. Simple. $10,000 card is only worth $2,900. Do you understand this? You don't know what the hell you're doing. This is amateur hour. That's just ridiculous. On all these people, their caps backwards on TikTok. Oh, goody. They're an expert. P.S. These don't fluctuate. These do. What? These fluctuate. These don't. These don't. These do. Understand? These are unlimited up to $1 million. And they have a pay-to time limit too. These suckers go up and down like a yo-yo. Your score goes, wee. That's what you do. Do you know if you do what I tell you to do, the way I designed the system in the first place, you'd carry a 750 score, and you would never bring the pain home anymore. What was that rhyming thing I do too? When I was a little kid in school, I write with both hands and talk at the same time. I got total recall on most things, and my IQ at 14 is 203. Wow! And I got redshirt Mensa too. Oh, well, who cares? Do you know what? I ended up rhyming all the time. They thought I was stupid. I thought they were stupid too. What do we do now? Listen, common sense. You have common sense? Let's think about that. If you have 100,000 of credit, $100,000 of credit, personal credit, use 29%, that's $29,000. That gives you 71,000 of safety in case you have no shit day, week, month, and year. See, your problem is you. You keep bringing the damn pain home. Stop it. You jacked up the wrong damn card. What the hell's wrong with you? I don't know any better. I hear this stupid stuff all the time. I didn't know any better. I've been teaching and preaching for 49 years. Where the hell you been? I make millionaires and billionaires. I'm also the incorporator for rich and famous people. I like having fun. You want to have some fun? Next, what are we going to do? Oh, we got to cut all the crap out. Everybody in this office, I ask them all the time, how much money do you waste every other day? Do you waste $50 every? Oh yeah, I do it every day. They're proud that they piss away money. Hell, I eat out of a friggin' trash can as a friggin' kid. It sucks. I want it out of hell. Maybe you don't want it bad enough. But then they just piss it away. That's up to them. Let's get rid of that crap. Now understand, they say you waste $50 every other day. If that's true, that's $5,000 spent on this card. $5,000 on this card today, the payment is $50 a month. What you piss away in it every other day. You could have financed your American dream and you blew it. You blew it. I think you blew it. So what do we do now? Let's repackage it like Humpty Dumpty. Now we're going to set up a corporation. Let's see. Should we listen to the ding dong TikTok? You need 21 of these. Oh, you need an LLC. You need to get paid this way. Shut the door. I've never heard someone stupid in my life. I want to put them all on stage with me. I want to rip them apart with stupidity. They're stupid. Sorry, that's just what I believe. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, don't forget, they got to turn their caps backwards like they're geniuses. Is that just a stupid look or what? Oh, well, what can I say? Now, understand. A corporation is a legal person. Write it down. Write it down. A corporation is a legal person. Ow, 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 that hurts. Damn, that's flesh. Ow, ow, ow. So I'm a legal person of flesh. Corporation, public record, not going to say I'm here to be attorney and CPA. It's a corporation of law. Isn't that fun? Oh, I got an LLC. I don't have a corporation. We hear that 10 times a day in my call centers. Do you know you sound stupid? An LLC is a corporation, dummy. See, the problem is you didn't learn diddly squat. That's the problem. And maybe I can wake you up and shake you up. You didn't learn diddly squat. You spent thousands of dollars for an LLC, C Corp, whatever you got. Oh, goody for you. You're going to turn them into S because I said so. S, 1244, irs.gov. Write it down, 1244, irs.gov. S Corp. Almost no tax till we get to $3 to $5 million. That's the goal. Now, let's understand. We're going to go to the board. You got your paper and pen? Do you have your paper and pen ready? Let's play. All right. We're going to do what I did. Here's a corporation, and when they sue it, they sue you. Y-O-U, you're a duck and a sheep. Why don't you go quack, 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 all day long? I had a problem in '84. I got all these shopping centers, storage units. I own basically a Jack in a Box. I got a 31 flavors, a bunch of those, and some donut stores. And Shakey's Pizzas, hell, I got 16 of those suckers. I'm having fun. California wants an $800 per corporation. Hell no. Are you kidding me? You want me to give you $100,000 a month, $1.2 million a year to maintain a bunch of corporations? Are you crazy? So I asked them a question. Can I set up a division under a corporation? Can I create an entity? Understand the word entity. Write down entity. Under a corporation. 1985. Okay? 1985, Ray Reynolds, the godfather of credit, who's done $60 billion in building for clients like you, creates division process. Division one process. So that's what happens. Let's see what happens. Every division under a corporation, all right, is a legal person. So what do? We create a line of defense. Maybe you got lucky. I didn't get a mommy and a daddy like most people do. What I got, I think, is I never felt comfortable. I thought it was all a bunch of crap. And this man always told me, you know, I picked up the wrong one anyway. He told me I was a piece of shit. He wasn't my father anyway. But that's okay. I just thought he was going to try to be a nice guy. He was a jackass. And I got to live with 24 times the different people. Sucks. By the time I'm 11 and a half years old, that sucks too. You see, what happened is I created a division process because I have to protect my family. Let's pretend you're going to listen 100%. Turn this up. Bank of America, Chase, U.S. Bank, Wells Fargo. They bankrupt branch numbers. Branch what numbers? Grocery store bankrupts a number. Cities bankrupt cities, and basically because they created a Chapter 9 bankruptcy. Cities actually plan their own shit day, week, month, or year, by the way. You see, you didn't pay attention to this. I think most people go, maybe, they don't do anything. Let's have a division process. Let's understand. This one's going to have a house. This one's going to have 4 houses. Let's get another one and another one and another one and another one. Let's have a McDonald's. Let's have a Jack in the Box. Let's have a Wendy's. Let's have a storage unit. We're going to build a separate liability line for all our divisions. You see, the problem you got is you. You've been ripped off by friends and family, or maybe knocked down 1,000 times. And the difference is you want to make sure you don't get ripped off again and again. Oh, I know, you're going to go to the motivational stuff. It's amazing watching all these events and all these people telling their story. Don't you ever think, what the hell's good for me? What's in for me? Hearing your story, who cares? I want my story. Isn't that the point? Oh, well. So what are we going to do? We're going to take a corporation. It's a legal one again. Public record, not here to be an attorney. Corporation, legal person. Okay. We're going to take one credit card. And we're going to daisy chain. Write down the word daisy chaining. We're going to turn it into 9 more. 100,000 times 9 more is what? $1 million. See, your problem is you took money from the family to start a business. I call that stupid. Sorry, you're not stupid. What you did was stupid. How about we get a couple Wells Fargo's 150s? It's only $300,000. If we borrow money to start a business, we offset the taxes. Wasn't that the goal? Isn't that the goal in the first place? Why would we want to take money from the family and hurt the family? I thought we were supposed to protect the family. And then everybody has an excuse. Well, I'm going to do it for my family. No, 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 no. Now, we're going to have $100,000 of credit. I want you to allow me to get you $100,000 of business credit. 100,000. 10 cards, I only like 10. 1 card times 9 more is $1 million. How about if I do it on 10 cards? In 36 months, you could have up to $10 million of corporate credit. You're in charge. You're in control because you got the money to go get the honey. The honey could be that storage unit. Buy a storage unit, no problem. I'd partner with clients. Here's my problem in 2007, 8, and 9. I got all these escrows. I don't have enough soldiers. I called my clients my soldiers. I needed them to be part of the program so I could close more escrows. It's a damn game. I want to win. Don't you want to win again and again? So what do, I partner with my clients. Do you want to partner with me? How about this? How about I rebuild your life, corporation 100,000 times 9, all right, to $1 million. How about we get you 100,000, you balance your family, you don't screw up anymore, and then we go get some auto income. Let's go share a storage unit, an apartment complex. Let's go do what Linda did. All right, Hyatt turns into what? She named it after me, Blueprint Apartments. Isn't that nice? Blueprint Apartments. Wow, 117 units. Gonna make it into a $50 million program. Ooh, I like that. So let's play. Now, if we partner together on a storage unit, for instance, this one is the example. You're cut every month to the corporation with $17,530. So $17,000, this is $350. All right, your cut and my cut to a corporation's division. So again, division process. So again, that's auto income to the corporation. So then we can decide what lifestyle we want, what we can afford. Because the bottom line is your income is your lifestyle. You got choices to play. Before you get fired or laid off, you might just want to think, all right, what happened with you that old shit day? Month, week, or year. You can relate, can't you? We all can. See, your credit becomes one of the most important things in your life. It's a number. It's a numbers game. What's it called again? Winning the game of business. We have 8 months. The day we have an oh shit day, week, month, or year. 8 months till it all screws up. And half of you got screwed up and you didn't know what to do, so you screwed it up anyway. Well, sorry, that's on you. So what do? Think. Literally, we're going to have a goal. It's very simple. It takes 38 steps to reach a goal. How about this? How about I create the goal list for you? Would that be okay? We have to hear something 8 times. If we're going to master anything, we have to hear it 8 times, and then as we apply knowledge, we have to ask questions. That's the goal to win the game of business. Wouldn't that be the goal that you want to do for you? Now, all I can do is tell you about me, okay? Before I died in a coma in 2009, came back 2011, I didn't tell you about me. I just showed you the goodies and the money. Then I guess God wanted me to show you and share all the goodies, how I did it again and again, build it up and away. So I wrote down auto income. Write down auto income. I didn't know what to really call it, to be honest with you. All right, I'm 17 and a half years old. I go to this payphone thing. They're selling payphones. $300 a month they make. Okay. $1,200 to get a payphone that makes $300 a month. How many months will it take to break even? It's a numbers game. Keep going back to the same event. What do I find out? They're bitching and complaining. All these people complaining about it only made me $300 a month. They told you that in the beginning. Damn, what's wrong with you people? So I bought a bunch of routes. I bought the routes and routes and routes. What did I do? I ended up buying 22,000 payphones. By the way, that's $6.6 million a month. Is that okay? See, it's a numbers game. Winning the game of business. Get it? Then I had 19 houses. But Providence told me I couldn't get number 20. I can't get what? Are you kidding me? How'd you get 20? How'd you get 19? What'd you do? Something wrong? All these great experts didn't know diddly squat. What did I do? They kept telling me my loan to value problem. I transferred my properties to my divisions. I freed up my loan to value problem, bought an apartment complex in Fullerton. Hell, why not? It's a game. Play, 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 and win. Oh, that's why I named it Winning the Game of Business. See, you don't know how to play. Would you like to play with me? We'll have some fun. That's the ultimate goal anyway. We get to play the game. I want to get you, and listen carefully, up to $10,000 a month, then $100,000, and then to $1 million. Well, that's what I did. Would you like to play yet? So if you partner with me, you're guaranteed to get stuck with me, huh? Now, Ray's Way of Life. My next series, because I was at the Bonovich in Los Angeles for 32 years, every Wednesday night, all right, second largest advertiser in Los Angeles, having fun. See, I love the truth. Nobody can argue the truth. I am the smartest and oldest guy in corporation and personal credit, all right, worldwide, and I'm #1 consultant. Isn't that fun? And if anybody thinks they're smarter than me, put it on. Let's get on stage. Let me tear you apart. I hate stupid. I watch all these people going blah, blah, blah. I think they're stupid, in my opinion. But anyway. So the what? Ray's Way? The Millionaire's Founders Kit on my info commercial is called Winning the Game of Business and the Blueprint for Success. I own the rights to Blueprint for Success. All these other people use the word blueprint. Go for it. Use the word blueprint for success. Don't worry, I'll see you in court. So the Millionaire's Founders Kit, I designed 12 books, one book for every month of the year. So at the end of the year, you have a Millionaire Foundation. So this way you can't screw it up. I want to dummy proof it. And that's what I did. Simple. Isn't that fun? So the goal is to help people get where they want to go, but I got to rebuild them like Humpty Dumpty. See, I think your way sucks. Sorry, I do. The world is wrong, I'm right. The world is wrong, I'm right. That's how it works. All right, I've known it all my life. So let's rebuild you like Humpty Dumpty, okay? Would that be all right? We do that? So I'm going to take out all the crap that doesn't work here and put all the things that do. Then you're stuck with me every other week. I just got off a bunch of phone calls. Some Zooms too, like this one here. Would you like to play? See, your problem is still going to be you. The lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man and woman. People aren't stupid. Half the world is freaking lazy. The investment group going to go public in a year or so. I'm going to push the button and the bell at the stock exchange. That's my next goal. Why not? So what are we going to do? You're going to basically understand auto income, since I'm the guy who created it and the expert anyway. You got 3 choices. Ready to write them down? Number 1, you do. You do everything. That's right. I will coach you to your business and I'll teach you how to make it millions and billions. Like I've done for other people as well. No problem. So you do it all, okay? See, that's fine because 30% of the clients want to do that. Okay, I'll help you get to millions and billions. We do. We together, that's you and I, all right, work together. You vote me as a what? CFO and attorney in fact. CFO, attorney in fact. So then I can talk to the banker on your behalf with you. I'm in charge. I'm going to make sure I have some fun. I'm going to get that line of credit up to $250,000. And that's the ultimate goal. Next, we're going to turn around and think about this. If you don't want to do anything, I'll do it all for you. I'll hand you the damn keys to a 20 to 50% or 75% of a Wendy's restaurant storage unit in an apartment complex. You and I will partner. And you'll be the silent partner who's getting an income and get the hell out of my way. We're going to do it my way. Linda and Dwayne, wow. Linda's been a client since 1986. She'll tell you I made her a multimillionaire more than 5 times. It's kind of fun. But this took 1 year and 210 days to get 300,000 a month and 6.7 million a year. Up, boy, it's going to get to about 30 million. Then it's going to go to 50 million. So when she started the program years and years ago, it's very simple. What she did is she spent $2,000. On a card, that's only $26 a month. See, if you spend $5,000 today on this card, the payment's $50 a month. So you could finance the American dream. You could finance this and write off your taxes and not steal from your family. Why don't you take a picture of that right now, and then scan it. Later on, you'll hear her tell you yourself how I made her a multimillionaire 5 times. See, I got clients and thousands like this, and I helped 31 million people to become millionaire status, and 31 billionaires. So if you want to play, let me know. See, I have some, this escrow's coming up. Escrow's coming up in July, August, and September. Would you like to join me in one of them? Let me repackage. You get the personal business credit and the divisions and the foundation, and let's join escrow. Wouldn't that be fun? See, the thing about escrow, no one can screw each other. Sorry to be that honest and that direct. I can't hurt you, you can't hurt me. The only thing you got to do is so you don't follow through. Let's think. Draw that diagram right there, please. That's the banks, having branches. That's the grocery store. That's the city. Now draw this one over here. This is a corporation with divisions, division of you. You're allowed 3 divisions of you. You should have did that in the first place. I'd like you to draw that 8 times every time you hear me and talk about it, because I want you to draw, because you have to maintain here 8 times and memorize it all. We look at all the banks and grocery stores, Sam's Club, Geico, cities, they fall bankruptcy all the time. And they don't bring the pain home like you. Your problem is you just, you just let things in front of you just go by or something? Dissect everything. I have dissected everything I could since I was a little boy. So the first goal would always stop bringing the pain home, become a certified CFO, and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. That's the goal. Look behind the curtain. Let's put it this way. For me, I had to look behind the curtain. As a little boy, I was with Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. Mrs. Hope would drop me off Redondo Beach Pier every morning at 6:30. She'd roll down her window and say, if you're not here at 5 o'clock, I'll leave you there to die. She was so sweet. I ran over to the pier. I was cold, a little light. I got to steal off the pier. I get out of a trash can. On the Redondo Beach Pier, you can see Tony's Rocks, Palos Verdes, Rat Beach, Torrance Rocks, and what? All right, all this Marina Del Rey. That's not that money. I wanted money too. It's like looking at Rat Beach. No, I stole off the pier, and he grabbed my hand. I thought he was going to throw me overboard. He looked down and said, boy, take out the trash or I'll call the police. What do you think I picked? Then I got to clean the chum buckets. Then I got to go to their mansions on their weekends and shovel horse and cow. You know what? I learned basically in life, you listen. You learn and you grab knowledge as you go. That was what I did for me, what you do for you. Let life pass you by. I want you to write down, see it, believe it, go get it. What you see, if you pray and believe it, you can go get it. It's worked for me since I was 4 years old. All right, and the visions I get all the time too. We got choices. So let's understand. Here's me hitting my head. Ow, 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 blood everywhere, blah, blah. But I kicked the damn light. It was only 13 feet. So if I could touch it, I could kick it. See, it's a mindset. So let's understand, to reach a goal, do you like $100 million buildings or $1 million Lamborghinis or mansions? Or would you like the largest kitchen around? Isn't that fun? And don't forget about the yachts. Why not? See, these are set up by division process. If one screws up, oh shit, I get rid of a division, not the corporate, my family. See, your problem is you didn't plan the problem. There's your biggest problem. Do you want to be a millionaire? The answer should be no. Say no. Say no. Would you like to be a corporate millionaire? Say yes. See how you receive money matters. So I would like to create your list for you. I would like to create the daily, weekly, monthly, and project list. Would you allow me to create the list for you? But then I want to tell you what to do. You see, I want to tell you what to do. I don't want you to think. You had your chance. You're 45 to 75 years old. You had your chance. You're fired my way now. I'm going to guarantee the results. Got it? I carry a $2 million bond for the hell of it. Why not? But I always follow through. There you are, chapter 18. A corporation's a legal what? A legal person? And that's the goal, a legal what? Now I'm 7.5 years old. I hear this, and that froze. All right, Nick. So what do we do? 7.5 years old. Mrs. Hope told everybody at the poker game I'm listening to, he's just a piece of shit in the corner. Disregard him. Don't pay attention. It's that piece of shit in the corner. That's what she said. So, you know what I did? I rode my bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department the next day. Library next door. Man, what does this mean? She was rude too. Damn. She walked away. 5 minutes later, here's a McAfee's book. I read the book. See, I went to that library for 2 years. Went to the library for 2 years to understand what needed to be done to play the game of business. And that was the ultimate goal. Looks like I froze there too. Oh, wow. This is how the fun. So what do we get to do? Very simple. As we go through this process, we get to learn to play the game and win. Okay, so what do we do? Let's see. A corporation is a legal person. That's what it says in chapter 18. I'm not here to be CPA an attorney. But again, what does it do from there? It may sue or be sued. It may sue or be sued. Here's the problem. I didn't pay attention to that, and neither did you. So a corporation, when they sue it, they sue you. Understand, on the Secretary of State's website, your name is right there. Here's your corp, there's your name, your officer, and guess what? You're on the bank account too. So when they sue the corp, they sue you. That means you're a duck and a sheep. Now, if any of your CPA and attorneys and corporate service say they don't, that's full of crap. It's BS. Divisions give you the line of defense. So a division has the ability to disconnect, isolate, incorporate. You get to throw the sucker away and not bring the pain home to the corp or the family. See, I'm all about don't bring the pain home because I didn't get a family as a kid. I got all this crap. I never felt comfortable and all this BS and used and abused. Sucks. So my motivation is to get out of hell, and that's what I have to do. The ultimate goal. What do we need? You need to plan the problem. Plan the problem. You see, I'm prepared with 5 divisions that are called closet. I'm prepared with 3 divisions of me. When I started Helping Hand Industries, I was 9.5 years old. Look it up. Go to the Secretary of State of California and find out the original Helping Hand Industries was set up by a 9.5-year-old kid. That was me. Whee! Here's the thing. Back then, I got $100,000 of credit cards in the mail. It came in the mail without applying for credit. You got it too. But you didn't take advantage of it, but I did. 100,000 credit, I'm 9.5 years old. What the hell am I going to do with that? Mrs. Hope thought I was, what do I do? I'm a crook. Now, at that poker game, we had Ted Turner. You ever heard of him? All right, and this Laker became an attorney. Do you know I had to tell Ted Turner there's 26 ways you use an SS4? Because he kept going, how'd you do that? How'd you do that? I said, you're Ted Turner. I'm a kid. I'm 9.5 years old. But again, what do we get to do? We get to play the game and win. Now, I also got named in the movie Dave, so check out the movie Dave about Helping Hand and Ray Reynolds. Now, I screwed up. I screwed up. Me, yeah, I screwed up too. We all do stupid. I started the Orange County Blind Center, 12.5 years old. They used the word Braille. The word Braille belonged to the Braille Institution. I didn't know that. I had to master trade name, trademarks, and copyrights. And that was important to me to understand how to do it right. I don't want to bring the pain home. I promised myself if I didn't have a foolproof program that I would never get married and have kids. Great wife for decades, 6 kids, and what do I got? A bunch of grandkids too. We have the ability to never bring the pain home. And that's the goal. So never bring the pain home. That's what I'm all about. The lie, I believe you lie to yourself. I believe people lie to you too. Corporation. A corporation's a legal what again? Not here to be CPA an attorney. So what happens is this. When you sign for a car on the behalf of the corporation, you pierce your veil. When you sign the lease of a building, you pierce your veil. When you sign a credit card, you pierce your veil. So no matter what you do on a corporation, you pierce the damn veil, and when they sue it, they sue you. Now, how do you do anything about that? Well, let's see. 1987, Ken Yarbrough and I wrote a book. Now, he was security chief at TRW Experian, and I was his trainer. Isn't that fun? So we wrote a book called File Segregation. I didn't like it. But Ken's argument was the divisions take 3 to 6 months. They're aging. Who cares? They're born the day they were filed like a corporation is. See, you and I were born the day we were born. Corporation, division, same thing. So what happened is he didn't like the division process because he said it took 3 to 6 months. If I can file something correctly and I sign a lease of a building as a division, not me or the corp, I'm going to do that. If I need to sign for credit cards, I'm going to do that too. So what I did is I create the division process. So guess what we get to do? A division, your name's not on it. You're building a true corporate umbrella. See, I'm sorry to say this, but you're going to have a shitty location. You're going to have some tenant that sucks. You're going to have somebody bump your car in a bumpity bump at Sam's Club. And then you're going to have one of these bloodsucker attorneys who want to sue everybody, and they got all these billboards that are on TV too. Division process. If I can file something legitimately, and the IRS hands me a tax ID legitimately, in bankruptcy, hypothetically, again, not here to be saving an attorney, says the only thing in bankruptcy is SSN and SS4. Who wants to be the duck? You? You like being the duck or the sheep? Or the division? I'd rather have the division be the duck and the sheep. Is that okay? So when I say winning the game of business, hell, I own the rights to that, and I wrote the first book 49 years ago. You might want to pay attention. Now, I think most of you blew it today. See, you could have actually made $1,000 today just by listening to me, $1,000. You could have today gave me 10 referrals or had 10 people join us and email everybody you know to join today. And if they buy anything, you get 10%. That's $1,000 of store credit. How much would you like? But again, you can turn people you know to help other people too. Because what I have to say, everybody needs to know. How about we make a friend make a buck? Doesn't that make sense? I have an affiliate program, a referral program, and you get to make money. Zelle back to you or store credit. So let's understand. Let's write down today's date. I'm a person that says every day we have to accomplish a goal. I'm up every day at 2:25 in the morning. I've been like that since I was a kid. You need to get up an hour earlier tomorrow to find your me time. Me time's important. We got to go get it. Your goal should be $10,000 a month, $50,000, $100,000 a month. That should be your goal. That's what it needs to be. That, understand, break it down and let's go get it. What do we do next? As a little kid, the grown-ups would be nosy because they knew I was being used and abused and all the crap going on. But it's like they're whispering. And then they go over, hey, how you doing, little boy? Always good. There's my response. Always good. It was a mindset. Anybody who talks to me today and knows one thing I'm always going to say is always good. I call a client, they go, I needed to hear that, Ray. See, you got to set the tone of your mind, always good. I'm always going to say, thank you, Jesus. That's what makes sense to me. Always good. So let's understand. We're going to focus on boring and steady. You and I are going to do boring and steady. I never wanted to run a damn business. Don't you understand that? I started the largest satellite manufacturer distributor worldwide, having fun, donut chains, printing, all kinds of stuff. I want to run the damn business. I just want to be the bank. Be the bank. Now, you're going to get out your cell phone. When we're done, I'll tell you when we're done. Ready? Take a corporation, 100,000, and then we're going to get 9 divisions so we can do what? Daisy chain the damn credit. 9 more times. Whee! And what do we get to do? Each card can daisy chain up to 99. Let's go after 9. Is that $1 million now off one card? If we do that correctly, that's what we do next. Every division is a bucket of money, and we set up a different type of business. If you name your corp after you, I'm sorry, that's called stupid. If you name what it does, that's called double stupid. You're not stupid. What you did was stupid, probably. So a corporation is a management company, manages entities. Banks, grocery stores, and cities. Isn't that fun? That's what I looked at it that way. So if we do this correctly, this is financial freedom. Don't worry, it's in my book 49 years ago. Cash flow, free up your time, financial freedom, the blueprint for success. I wrote it all. Then people kind of steal little pieces all the time too. Take your picture. I'd like you to laminate that in color. I'd like you to put it on your cell phone as a, maybe the screen. Or how about the desk? How about your refrigerator at home? There's your goal. You're 45 to 75 years old, and everything you did not get you to that point. You tried. People knocked you down. You had to get up again and again. There's your goal. Take that picture. Understand something. My goal is to get you up to $10,000 a month plus. My clients I've been coaching for 30 to 40 years. They don't give up. I got generation after generation. To get into an escrow, we have a problem. We need $25,000, $50,000, $100,000. Maybe 75. So if we have 100,000 of credit, our goal mentally is how much part of that Wendy's restaurant storage unit or that apartment complex would you like to own? Would you like 25%, 50, or 75? You see, if we partner together, guess what we get to do? Win the game of business. Now, first thing I got to do is blueprint you. When I wrote down the blueprint for success, when I was 12 and a half, by the way, and I trade name trademark marketer back then too, and even on my TV shows, we got to blueprint you. Number one, we got to look at past, present, and future, good, bad, and ugly. Do you have a bankruptcy? Do you have a tax problem? Do you screw American Express or Chase ever? Need to know that. We got to look at the family. We got to plan to live. We got to plan to die. So the goal is to live a legacy truly without getting to probate, corporation, and division process. Now we have to look at irrevocable trust. See, we got to plan to die as we plan to live, because we don't want our family getting stuck in a probate, do we? Probate's because people were stupid and didn't spend 30 bucks. Car, division, house, trust, cash flow free per time. When you partner with me, what happens is I'm going to charge you, the office charges $2,000 to do a blueprint of you. But remember, that's an hour with you and your partner of life. During a broadcast for me, direct to you, I give you half price if it's done right away. If not, when you call the office, don't worry, they'll charge you $19.99 too. Would you not want to spend an hour on the phone with me and your partner of life? And then if you like, I'll coach you every other week like I do all day at a time, having some fun. But again, it's your choice. When you partner with me, the blueprint calls free. Free, I like free, don't you? Now, what do we do next? Winning the game of business. All right. Now, I got the choice to create a form or modify a form. What stuck in my head is 17983 when I looked at that corporation being a legal person. I knew something was wrong. 8586, division process. The form said husband and wife in partner. Now what do? Simple. You can be for A, B, C, D, and E. How about we do this? We take a division of your corporation and one of my corporations, and we go into an escrow together. I'm going to be the lead to get you through the escrow to get you that 4,000, 5,000, and get you to 10,000. Is that okay? The reason I say 4 to 5 in the beginning is because we're going to take 6 months to build a reserve. So would you like 25, 50 to 75%? This is an escrow. No one can screw each other out of money. I'm sorry your friends and family took advantage of you. Here's a way you can follow through. And with me, I'm going to get you every step of the way. We're going to win together. That's why I designed winning the game of business for my clients. I call my soldiers. I've done this since 1987, by the way. Would you like to play yet? See, I don't want to run a business. I want to be the bank. I want to buy the Wendy's with you. Storage unit, laundromat, dry cleaning, car wash. How about we buy the apartment complex like Linda did and convert the Hyatt Hotel into the Blueprint apartments? It just makes sense. Now, here's a checklist you're going to have. You can't partner with me unless you have your checklist. Number one, we have to think about the corporation. We need the 18 divisions, 9 to daisy chain credit, 9 for 9 locations. That's a given. I'm going to get you 100,000 or personal and 100,000 or business. So it makes it 200,000. We're going to blueprint you. You're on the phone. By the way, understand, all the call centers that I have and all the people behind me supporting you, you're still stuck with me every phone call and every class. So you don't fall in your what? See, the reality is I've been helping every client. I analyze every one of them, over 50 million people so far. So coaching. All right, I'm going to be the one talking to your bank with you as a CFO. We're going to talk together. Is that okay? We might even hold hands and sing Kumbaya. Now, here's what happens. We get into an escrow. Our goal is simple, up to 10,000. But remember, once we close escrow, you're told how much you're going to get on a monthly basis, usually $3,000 to $5,000. And then we stay that way for about 6 months. We build a reserve. Don't worry, we're going to leverage the reserve for the next location again and again. Then we build it up to the 10,000. That's the goal. See, your goal should always be 5 to 10 to 50, 100,000 a month, then to $1 million. That's the goal. If you partner with me, we're going to do it every step of the way. I had a client earlier today, all upset. Ray, I got knocked down. I said, you jacked up the damn card. But again, he jacked up a card, dropped the score, got stuck a little more, got it back up to a rapid rescore, and I got him on what, $35,000 ink card. I said, by the way, there's 5 more of those. So let's build that what? See, we have that choice. Our choice is simple. If we listen and learn, we can get there. If you have questions on Zoom, basically, how do I become a partner of Ray? This is Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie, you're a client. I got you for AmeriExpress. I got you to 700 plus scores 7 times so far. We just have to build it up again and again. The way to be a partner is we go into escrow together. Again, we go into escrow together with your division and my divisions. And what do? We make sure we close escrow and you get an income. Again, I'm always going to tell you, we're going to play the game. We're going to win the game of business. But I'm always honest and blunt with you. $3,000, $5,000 a month, that's what you get for 6 months. After that, what do? We want to get up after that reserve up to the 10,000 mark. Each location we pick is a division. See, your goal is when I sued the banks in '96, because I created a division process, they wanted separate bank accounts for all your divisions, and I won. They got to add them to the same bank account. Isn't that fun? Now, if we partner with me, all right, it's now or never. What happens with the office, it's very simple. We charge $22,999. So it's $23,000 to partner with me. A year's of coaching with me is usually $30,000. Okay, so here's $23,000 and you get to make payments. That's right. You get to make payments when you pay the $23,000. It's a bi-weekly call. From there, you're going to get to the boot camps. There's 4 every year. We have basic boot camp, millionaire boot camp, billionaire boot camp, and on and on. If you pay in full, you get a 10% discount. And that's the ultimate goal. Did it freeze again? So again, what happens is it becomes $20,000. So if you basically look at that, you can pay in payments. You can basically make it work and pay in full as well. Either way, you're stuck with me. See, the call center is going to take your calls and they're going to basically figure out what works for you. So now we have this 3-day event coming up. This is the next one this year. This is where I teach you to be a puppet master. This is where we have basically June, all right, literally, we have 27th, 28th, 29th, the ultimate goal. So as we play this game, this is how you become a puppet master. See, I believe you have to learn all the rules and tools. You see, I'm not just going to make the money handed to you because you're not going to learn diddly squat. You're going to be part of the program. You're going to go online or in person. You're going to be with me in this room here. This room is designed to only hold 25 people. Online, only 25. See, I only allow 50 people to partner with me at a time. All right, you guess what? We're running out of spaces. So you might want to jump on that phone right away today. When you basically want to be a puppet master, what do we do next? We're going to go through all the 18 books and CDs and understand Becoming the Bank, Buckets of Money, Tax Balancing, Real Estate Process, and the Millionaire's Founders Kit. You're going to master these rules. Now, the summit by itself, the boot camp, is $5,000, $5,000. When I give you $50,000, that's $5,000. Tonight, you get both for the same $5,000. 3-day event, online or in person, up to you. Now, if you partner with me, it's free. That means you get all 4 this year for free, all of them. So you get to hear it again and again. You get to master it, and that's the ultimate goal. What are we going to do? Win the game of business. So let's think. Take a picture of the new Zelle, now. Here's Ray at RayReynoldsFinancialServices.com. Take that picture. So that way, because we changed the word Zelle from here, what we want to do is understand that the bank bought it out July 22nd, 2006. Or 2022, I'm sorry, on July 6th. What do? Here's a way you can call the office now, and work out your payment arrangement or pay in full. If you use a card, they're probably going to charge you 5% more. What do? You become a puppet master. I don't want to run a damn business. Don't you get that? I just want to own the percentage of that Wendy's, that storage unit, to what, that apartment complex. I just want to be the damn bank. So when we look at Shaq, he's a puppet master. I got thousands of clients that are rich and famous. Puppet master. But he's winning the game of business. Mr. Buffett, hell, stepped down, but he's still on the sidelines telling people what to do. He had to step down because it's in the bylaws of the corporation. He got a certain age, he has to step down, period. See, what happens is he's a puppet master. He's probably the king of puppet mastery. But he owns 100 companies in his favorite 10. So guess what we get to do? You get to play the same game too. But again, I call that winning the game of business. Would you like to join the club? Now, the next thing we got to think about is this. Here you got 2 buildings and 2 cars, part of the car collection. I have 1,013 divisions here. That's right, 1 for every division, every unit. I want to be the bank. Shouldn't we play the game to win? Is that the goal too? So the Ray Reynolds University, 2006, 7, 8, 9, everything's going great. We got to the point we got $1 million a day. Oh, goody. I just showed the goodies. That's all I showed is the goodies and get the money and the honey. And then call in the building and all the goodies. In 2009, God had a different choice. I found myself in a coma. Kind of sucks. So I get to go back and rebuild my life and tell everybody what happened. Well, I didn't want to do that, but I did. So the Millionaire's Founders Kit, if you want a copy of that 12 books and CDs, The Office, they're $1,000. Used to sell it to Bonaventure for $5. I give it away half price. So if it was done tonight by Zell, now, you get it for $4.99. The real estate system, you know what? I created Homestead Blocker. UCC went in Chattel Mortgage. Every time there was a problem, they didn't give me a solution. I created one. How about Become the Bank? Buckets of money and tax balancing. That's the financial series, by the way. Office sells it for $2,000. I give it away for $1,000. But tonight, if you want all 3 of those series, use Zelle $4.99 and call the office now. You get all 3. See, I believe this is what you did. Don't ever take what I say personally, because it's not meant personally, but it's to show you what needs to be done. You sit at the kitchen table with your friends and family, and you said, honey, we're going to start a business. Oh, goody. We're going to jack up the carts, drop the score, and get stuck. Can't get any more. We're going to hawk the house and bring the pain home to you and me being stupid. Well, that's what you did. Most of you did that. See, you jacked up the wrong damn card. You jacked up the wrong damn card. They don't fluctuate. These do. See, your lack of knowledge is your stupidity. We're all stupid at times. We watch funniest videos because it's funny because they're stupid. Look at that stupid thing they just did. Isn't the goal to not bring the pain home? Wouldn't that be the goal? So if we did it correctly, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to plan the problem. Write down plan the problem. Write down safety credit. And write down line of defense. See, if you don't create a line of defense and plan the problem, you're going to get your assets kicked. Oh, I'm sorry, you already did. Okay. So let's play my way. When I designed this for Ken Yarborough in 87, by the way, all right, 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. See, that's why I want you to stick in the back of the damn card. You jacked up the wrong damn card, didn't know any better, and what you got stuck. When you got stuck, what do you do now? You stay stuck. That kind of sucks. So let's remember, all cards fluctuate but 2. All cards fluctuate. Nobody teaches rules to us like I did, because they're not the one who created it, I did. So let's pay attention. The 2 cards that don't fluctuate at all are these. Paid overtime limit up to $1 million, unlimited. So if you jacked it up, maintain the payment, you don't drop your score, you can get stuck, don't get no more. You got stuck, you couldn't get any more, and guess what we get to do? Play my way. I think your way sucks, sorry. This is true. If you learn Ray's rules and tools, we can get you past go and get you to the $1 million dream. Where first step is up to that $10,000 a month. Then 20, then 30, then 40, then 50, then 100. Now all I can tell you is credit repair is a fraud. Because why? They give no value to it. We're going to remove all your negatives. Look at the Fair Credit Reporting Act, please. It says they can't collect money up front. Plan the problem. Plan the problem. You didn't plan the problem, you get your assets kicked. What's a corporation right there? Legal person. What do we get to do? 4 things. Raise rules. 4 things. Buffer tax, no taxes due till we're profitable. Corporate credit is a damn write-off. All right, all of it's a write-off. Isn't that fun? Car at fleet price. Hotel, get the free buffet. A division allows me the line of defense. If I'm going to screw up anything, not on purpose, but no intent to do fraud, it's a division. I can disconnect, isolate, incorporate a division and get rid of the bad piece and throw it away and keep my other pieces. But again, what do? Banks, grocery stores, and cities do it in your face, and you didn't pay attention. Line of defense, multiple functions. Buy at wholesale price. What do? Credit reports, multiple credit reports, and liability for real estate. We actually can create a line of defense and never bring the pain home. We can create a corporate umbrella, debt follows tax ID, tax ID builds credit reports. The only thing I can find that files bankruptcy is SS and SS4. Who wants to be the duck? You like being the duck and the sheep? Well, let's not do that anymore. So what do we get to do? We get to repackage ourselves like Humpty Dumpty. Here's one of my partners, Danny. We buy an apartment complex, there's 64 units. That means we need 66 divisions, one to buy it, one to guarantee it, and one division per unit. We're going to do assignment of mortgage to each one of them. We're going to take one mortgage and dissect it in pieces. Write down assignment of mortgage. My wife put it out there while I was in the coma. It's on Google all the time, assignment of mortgage. We're going to take one mortgage and dissect it 64 ways. We're going to become the bank for 30 damn years and have fun. And then we're going to leverage the crap out of that too. See, your choices understand. When I created the division process in basically what? 85, 86. Let's understand today. Divisions don't have your name on it. So if we do this correctly, let's watch. 9 divisions, you need 18. 9 for daisy chain credit and 9 for different what locations. From here, if I have 18, I need 36. If I want basically 36, I need 72. All right? So again, if I want more, that's what we have to do. And we also create subdivisions. Can you imagine? If all of a sudden here, we want a fourplex and a duplex. Well, we're going to have subdivisions. Each division separates liability from the tenant. We have A, B, and C. Who's going to slip, fall, and sue us and screw us up? I don't know. But if we plan the problem, what will going to happen? We're prepared for the problem. There's always a shithead trying to knock you down. It's sorry, but that's just true. Here's in my series 35 plus years ago. Corporation, division, 3, 2, and 1 more. That helped me create $16 million of credit through that process, up to $16 million of credit. Winning the game of business. So that could be 16 locations of a Wendy's, storage unit, laundromat, apartment complex. What would you like? So right now we have closures. If you watch Google this whole weekend, U.S. Bank's closing locations, B of A's closing, Wells Fargo, Chase closing. How do they do that? It's a branch number. They get the bankrupt location, done tax ID, suck out the assets, and write off their taxes. You could have did the same thing, but you're too busy going beep, 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 beep. You like bringing the pain home, don't you? How about we do a branch number, tax ID, subsidiary? How about you start setting it up my way? Division, tax ID. That follows tax ID. I have no intent to do fraud, but if someone wants to kick my assets, I'm going to get rid of the piece and keep the other pieces. That's what everybody else does. Shouldn't you learn to play the game and win the game of business again? So let's understand. I'm going to get you 4 American Express cards, 2 personal, 2 business. That's what I'd like to do if you give me permission. All right, I want them a paid overtime limit of $100,000 each, just because of the fun of it. Then I want to daisy chain them. Now, American Express is crazy, in my opinion. They offer 99 more cards. Look right there, Ravenose University, 99 more cards. How many would you like? That could be $100 million. If we manage the debt, we get $100,000 of personal, auto income up to $1 million of corporate credit, we leverage the money. I've taught more millionaires and billionaires how to leverage money for 49 years. Maybe it's your turn to learn. If we take, listen carefully, we take borrowed money, 10 million or so, and we take this credit and we use it to finance a business. What does that get us to do? We get to use borrowed money to buy the lifetime income. You use the wrong damn money, you jacked up and hurt your family, knock it off. This is going to be a fourplex, an apartment complex. This is a Wendy's, this is a Taco Bell, this is going to be a McDonald's, or basically an apartment complex, please. That's how you win the game of business. When I helped Yarborough set up dashboards in '87, that was fun. I did watch CBI Equifax just copying their stuff anyway, and TransUnion was in Fullerton, California going, beep, 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 beep. What do you do now? I set up a dashboard in '87 through tax ID. Tax ID. I can build instant credit reports. Boom, done, ready to go. Give me name, all right, name of a corporation, a division, or a piece, or a wholesale name as well. How about you? Would you like 3 divisions of you too? Do you want to be a millionaire? Say no. Do you want to be a corporate millionaire? Say hell yes. Hey, let's take a corporation. Let's get 9 divisions. Let's turn 1 credit card into $1 million. And let's get 9 locations of something, apartment, complex, storage, Wendy's, whatever it might be. Let's play. But it's going to be up to you if you want to play the game. Divisions, I got on my dashboard in '87. As long as I put history, I can start a credit file. Until I daisy chain credit, I don't need tax IDs. You never get tax IDs for division until after you daisy chain credit, because you don't need it. It'll trigger the 1120 or the 1065 from the IRS. That'd be kind of dumb. So what do? Division process. So let's understand tonight. These are the divisions you could do to your corporation today. 3, 9, and 12. Now, if you did it through me now, and I mean now, tonight, before 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, which is about 25 minutes, I'm going to do something weird. I'm going to give you 9 divisions for $999. I'm going to give them at cost, actually below cost. But again, that's up to you as well. So we have the ability to have 9 entities. One card makes 9 what? So if we got what? 9 divisions in a corporation, is that not multiplying credit up to $1 million? There's 10 what? Cards I like anyway. The rest I think suck. That's just my opinion. But again, we get to go play the game to win. So if you want to do this tonight, it's very simple. 9 divisions, 18 divisions, 72, and 36. So take their price. It's only good till 5 o'clock. See, after I'm done talking, the sales teams get to sell at the right price, $1,000 each. So again, it's up to you. If you Zell, call the office right away. But it's up to you. There's that Zell. There's the office phone number right now, 800-254-9506. So I had a problem in 85, 86. Here's my biggest problem all the way to 2019. I have $51 to $53 million of credit cards. I'm freaking out. They're shrinking my limits in the late 80s and part of the 90s. They're shrinking my limits because I'm not using the credit. When you got 53 million of credit cards, what do? I created a matrix. The reason I wrote cash flow for your time in buckets of money is I took my first 4.6 million and I dissected it 10,000 each. I loaned it out. I researched and did C191D, which is allowed to loan money privately. You know what that did for me? $190,000 a month. It took 41 divisions in 18 months to do it. I built a blueprint. That's a matrix. $190,000 a month because I used the card, and when I loaned out the money, guess what? The notes behind that were $1.1 billion. So by doing exercise in the credit, it went up and away. That's the ultimate goal. The main thing is how to play the game to win. Wasn't that what I designed in the first place 49 years ago? Winning the game of business. So I liked that, and it made sense to me. And then the notes behind that were $1.1 billion. So if we played the game correctly, you could actually duplicate that too by getting the copy of the buckets of money. That's all I did. I created 3 matrix. The next one was 16 million. Next I did was 32 million. So if we do this correctly, you could play the game too, and money becomes a product as well. Why don't we just become the bank? That's what makes sense to me. All right, so let's do this. Winning the game of business. I want to repackage it like Humpty Dumpty. That would be my idea for you, flat out, and you're stuck with me. Analytical750.com. This is a dashboard I like to endorse, and they asked me to write the 10 steps to 750. So I did. Take a picture. See, they give all 3 reports. They're going to call you every 46 days. That's right. They're going to tell you what to do, but they charge $25 a month. But they give you all 3 scores. I've offered to do their commercial for them for TV and say, Credit Karma, you're fired. They got no phone number to help you. Isn't that against Fair Business Practices Act? And they don't have a phone number to help you, and they got only 2 scores anyway? I think they're doing a half-assed job, to be honest with you. That's just my opinion. So if we did this correctly, and you want someone to call you every 46 days to tell you what the next step is, it's $25 a month. There you go. And what do? They get to hold your hand and sing Kumbaya. That's the ultimate goal. So the faster you use $25 tonight, I'll have them on board you tomorrow morning too. But it's up to you. Their new dashboard is going to basically analyze personal and business credit. They're going to take a Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, Trends, and Equifax business reports. They're going to analyze that as well. Their dashboard is going to go worldwide and help people and understand what needs to be done every step of the way. No more guessing. No more only getting 2 scores that are wrong anyway. Simple. So again, it's going to be up to you. There's that $25 Zell. Simple to do. Call the office, 800-254-9506. That's all you got to do right away. All right, now this is pathetic. I lost my job. I got 2 kids. First of all, he's in his jammy. I don't believe him. He wants a job. I'll hire him right now. Come on down. What is BS, he's in his jam. He says, if he lost his job, the first thing you do is you drive Uber, Lyft, DoorDash. You have a damn garage sale. Well, what happens is the church will give you the food. Simple. That's all you got to do. They have an outreach program. So what happened is very simple, like me. I came out of coma in 2011. It's like, oh shit. My wife and kids in the car found out we have no house. It's all gone. What am I gonna do? Well, I took my 3 divisions of me and my closet divisions and I built $1 million of credit in 6 weeks. I bought my wife her next dream house. Why do people stay down when they don't have to stay down in the first place? See, here you're stuck with me every step of the way. That's the goal. All right, and you're going to be winning that game of business from now on. So every division is called a bucket of money, bucket of money. There's the goal. So if you want to be a money maker machine, you and I work together. That's how we're going to accomplish the goal. If you want to set up OPM money, which I did in 74, Dun & Bradstreet, 100,000 of supply and vendor credit, okay, let's do that. Let's take a picture right now. See, maybe your credit cards are backed in a corner. Why don't we take supply credit and turn it into cash, up to about $51,000. Would that be okay? Up to about $51,000? See, that's the goal, to get rid of that debt you created in the first place. So what do? Maybe you want to sell on Amazon and eBay. So remember, I'm going to rebuild you like Humpty Dumpty, $750, guaranteed if you do what you're told. Then I'm going to give you the green Spark card. Now, the Spark cards, I have 3, 100,000 and 2 at 30. But they do show up on personal credit file. So we got to maintain the 25% rule. Remember that. All other corporate cards don't show up at all, but these are good cards to have. What if we got those 3 times 9? Is that $1 million? How about B of A 3 times 9? How about Wells Fargo 4 times 9? How about Inc. times 5, 9? How about Gold times 9? So if we build this here, now we'll be ready to go to the bank. The bank's going to give you 50, 100, 150, line of credit. These are the 5 banks that I like, but they want the 2-year corp and 2-year divisions. So that's why you need them file them right away to have them age, so we can multiply lines of credit as well. Isn't that goal? See, that would be up to 5.4 million of checkbook money. I like checkbook money too. See, you don't want to use a credit card to get into an escrow. You want to write a check. You don't want to back yourself in a corner. And the business plan is based on division process of a projection of $1 million in sales. We could play the game to win. Wouldn't that be an awesome thing to do starting today? But it's up to you too. We can play, and that's what I want to help you do today. There goes that rhyming thing I do all the time. 100,000 is 10%, 10 grand. Tonight, here with me, 100,000 of credit is 50% off. If it was done now. That's going to cost you $5,000 for 100,000 of personal credit. Now, I want to give you the 100,000 for business. Instead of just charging you double that, no. I want to charge you literally $6,999 and build you 100,000 of business and personal credit simultaneously. I want to rebuild you so you're ready to play and get into an escrow with me. So that's $7,000 bucks. You're going to get up to $200,000 of credit, personal business. And what do we get to do? We get to play the game to win. But again, that's an offer to me, to you tonight only. There's your Zelle. There's the office phone number, 800-254-9506. So what do? Money making machine is very important to me. This means I want you to find your time. I don't think you have your me time. I think you get up and you drag through the morning. Tomorrow morning, you get up an hour earlier. I'm up every day at 2:25 in the morning. Always have since I was a little boy. What are we going to do? I'm going to train you to be a puppet master. I'm going to be your coach, personally. Shaq's a puppet master. He's winning the game of business. All right? We got basically, all right, what? Buffett's a puppet master. No problem. Hell, I'm the inventor of puppet mastering and having what? Leveraging money too. 1,013 divisions, winning that game of business? Let's play my way for a while. I think you should fire yourself and let me take control, but it's up to you. Boring and steady. Boring and steady is very simple. Did you make a copy of that earlier? I told you to make it in color, print it, laminate it, put it on your refrigerator, put it on your desk at work. There's your goal. That should be the whole focus you're focused on now. And what do we need? We need 25,000, 50, 75,000 to get into an escrow. We want to use the corporate credit to do that, winning the game of business. So again, it's up to you. Blueprint call, when you partner with me, it's free. If all you want is a blueprint call, the office is $2,000. I give it away half price at $9.99. But again, if you partner with me, it's free because it's an extra bonus for you to do it now. What do we do? Win the game of business. Understand, the office does not put these things together for you. I do to give you that big discount tonight, but it's up to you too. So what do we want? Do you want 25, 50, or 75%? Maybe it's a storage unit, a Wendy's. How about like Linda did, what, Blueprint Apartments? Used to be a Hyatt hotel, converted over. Isn't that fun? You're gonna be up to $50 million this year. I like to partner with you. Done this since 1987. Would you like to play yet? See, no one can screw you up in an escrow. I love that. No one can hurt each other. And what do you get to do? Let me rebuild you my way for a while. And my way works. I think your way, sorry, sucks. So what do we do? So here's that checklist you need. This is what you need to partner with me as we get into that escrow. I told you to make a copy earlier. From there, we had escrows July, August, and September. How soon would you like to get auto income? Is how soon do you want to get into the program? I don't always offer big discounts like tonight. So if it's now or never, it's $23,000. Now this means you get to make payments. You sell $1,000 to $3,000. I'd say $3,000 to $5,000. Now. You lock it in. You call the office tomorrow or today, and you make out a payment arrangement. Do what needs to be done. If you pay in full, you get a 10% discount. It makes it $20,000. You save a little bit of money. Their goal is simple. You get, if you do this tonight, you're getting the summit for free. It's June 27, 28, 29th. And the goal is that's where you master to become a puppet master. That's the goal, to get to that process. And we're going to teach you the rules and tools, all 18 books and CDs. Summits are $5,000. But here I'm giving you $50,000 in credit for $5,000 and the summit for the same price. There you go. If you partner with me, it's free. But again, it's going to be up to you. The ultimate goal is for everybody to understand we should always be winning the game of business. If you want a mini coaching, that's a blueprint. That's a call afterwards, $10,000 in credit, rapid rescore. The office is $4,000, okay. I give it away for $19.99. See, I want to partner with you as fast as possible. Next, we have this basically 6 weeks coaching. $25,000 in credit, all right, blueprint, and all that, level 1, 2, 3, and specialties. So what happens here, it's $4,000 for that. When it comes to these things here, this type of coaching, it's very simple. This type of coaching gets credit because you're not partnering with me. If you partner with me, it's a different type of coaching. Here we have, let's blueprint you. Let's set it up. Let's turn around from here, daisy chain credit, and let me help you build your business through the division process. That's the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is what we need to do is play the game. The ultimate goal. But again, that's going to be up to you as well. If you wanted only 3 months of coaching, I'll build your business with you for you. It's $5,000. Then I give you $50,000 in credit as a bonus. If you want 6 months, it's $10,000, and I give you $100,000 in credit. I always wanted to give you up to 10 times your money back for what you invest in a program anyway. That's the ultimate goal. I've done them for 49 years. If you want 12 months, 6 months comes to 100,000. If you want the 12 months, it's usually 20,000, and you get 200,000 in credit, trying to give you up to 10 times your money back. See, the goal is to always learn how to play the game to win as we play. Now, keep in mind in the future, even now, you might want to do a bridge loan. This is what I did with my money and the credit I had to loan it out. If you put $5,000 in a bucket of money, you get 1.5 times your money back. There's a broker's fee of $2,000. Simple. What do? You create an income. That income gives you up to $609 a month when it's costing you $50 a month for the $5,000 of credit. It's kind of making money off money. It makes sense. You have a $10,000 bucket, you got a $25,000 bucket. Getting you up to what, 1.5 times your money. So again, using credit or cards or whatever you want to do, it's called a bridge loan. They work pretty good, okay? And that's the ultimate goal. Now, if you ever want to get a blueprint loan at Stellar Bank or Chase or even American Express, they have up to a $250,000. But again, they use the gateway as the platinum card. You can use the gold, but the platinum is usually the main gateway. They're only going to give you one of these. This is up to $250,000, and that's the goal to understand. Maybe you want to get into a bigger project like I help Linda and Dwayne do. Again, what do? So we get this, all right? And what's going to happen is they only give one, but that's per corporation or per division. What if we wanted to multiply that? Now, if we do this, what we have to do is set up a division of your corp into my corporation. If you have 100,000 in and out of your bank account, you're okay, do it your way, I'll teach you how. If you want one of my bank accounts that does that even more, let me know. I charge $5,000 to set that up using my account for you, and we partner up too. Then you don't pay for the credit till I build it, up to $250,000. Then it's 10%. So for $5,000, we can use an account, so we have, as long as you have an agreement to do that too. And then you can pay 10% on the back end on the credit I build you. That's another way to get a blueprint call to get into a bigger project with me, the ultimate goal. I would say Zell, now, or call the office right away. 800-254-9506. See, what I've always done my whole life is look behind the curtain. I asked grown-ups what needed to be done when they said, don't put all your eggs in one basket. They couldn't answer the damn question. I created a division process. Every time there was a problem that they couldn't give me a solution, I created the solution. And that's what I've done for over 49 years. So I'm going to do my best. All right, Jesus will do the rest. Amen to that too. The ultimate goal. So tonight we have the ability to get past go. The ultimate goal is if you like what you hear tonight, subscribe to me. All right, basically, if you like me, that'd be great. If not, please leave me alone. See, I don't like turds that always want to hurt people. All I know is if the devil was here, I'd help him. I want to help everybody I can. So the ultimate goal is we have anything from there. All right, Nick, are you going to open for questions and answers? Anybody have a question? Ask it. They'll turn up the mic. Let's ask the question. Let's see if I got an answer for you today. The ultimate goal is basically what we need to do and have some fun. So if you got a question, ask right away. It's all we got to do. Give them a second. All right, ask your question. Ooh, there's me. I don't like hearing myself, but that's okay. Ask away if you have a question. This is Anne Marie. Hi, Anne Marie. How you been? Good.
How are you? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. I was very much interested in your seminar all the time. You just said being a partner with you. How do we do that?
Well, the main thing we have to do is line up an escrow. We have to line up an escrow with a division. All right, for instance, we have escrows coming up in July, August, and September. And we have escrows of, hotels turning into our apartments. We have Wendy's, we have storage units, all these pieces. So based on your division, the credit's built based on the investment. What's going to happen is, let's say we pick a unit, and we're going to go after it, and they want $200,000 as an example. What I do is from clients, I say, would you like to be 1/4? Would you like to be half? How much would you like to be? Based on their investment in the escrow, they can do the 25, 50, 75%. From there, they get to hold my hand. I get to walk them through the escrow process. So what happens at the end of escrow, we have auto income. And the goal is, remember, we're always going to keep a 6 months reserve. So if we were projected, for instance, one of the clients were projected $12,000 a month recently, but they only got $6,500. And I told them in the agreement, it says to the escrow, you're getting the $6,500 now for 6 months. At the end of 6 months, it'll go to the 12. Why? Because we're building reserve. Reserve has to be built. I will not back ourselves in a corner. And once we get used to a facility or a unit or a management company, what happens is we don't know if there's anything wrong. We always go through escrow because I don't believe in private sales unless we go through an escrow. So we're leveraging the money to more money. That's the goal. So again, you work with Santos all the time. Work with him. Or I think one of your specialists is Chris or Priscilla. And have them line you up for escrows that are coming up. That's all we got to do. Say this again?
Is there any minimum investment?
No, what happens is it's based on down payment. I look at it this way. If you put 20% down on any project, you can get funding. See, and there's a lot of things like the DSRC loans, certain things. I don't like crappy loans, and I call those crappy. All right, I hardly don't want to get into those. All right, I'm going with good lenders who have worked with us for years. So at 20% down, we get almost anything. See, based on the down payment is what increases the auto income. If we put hardly nothing down, the auto income is smaller. 20% down, we get more of an income. We might be dividing that income between 1, 2, or 3, 4 people. Usually it doesn't go more than 4, but bigger projects, I've had 10 people on a project. And each one of those projects are getting 10,000 plus because it's a massive project. Again, once you start getting your feet wet, you can always go to the next one, the next one. But again, the goal is auto income. The income coming in automatically is what saves the world. I think it's what everybody needed in the first place. All right, any other questions? What does one do to avoid $800 tax fee? Pray. There's no way you can avoid the $800 per year of California, period. You cannot avoid paying the franchise tax fee in California at all. They charge $800 per corporation, pay it. If it's a nonprofit, you can exempt it, and as long as you get your federal exemption after that, all right, you can avoid that if it's nonprofit. I have clients that have a nonprofit in California, and they have a profit in literally Nevada, and they offset the taxes. Again, it's an expense anyway. It's a write-off. And there's nothing wrong. See, everybody should pay tax. Everybody should pay tax. All rich and famous people pay tax. They pay property tax. That's road, fire, police, and school. All right, gallon of gas, California, 7 taxes per gallon of gas. So we're going to always pay tax. The difference at the end of the day, should the corporation pay tax if it's making profit and loss? Our governor in California, who's an idiot, he basically pissed off Elon Musk, the richest guy on the planet. We lost San Francisco and Oakland, California. We also basically lost a part of Torrance. He moved out of the state because this guy said ding dong. Well, look at what we have. We got California all screwed up. They spent $30 billion last year and they can't even find it. That's how stupid they are. But again, they're ruining my state, and that's what happens, unfortunately. So building the goal and building the dream. I'm building, all right, ground up, $800 a week. Can I become a corporate millionaire? I'm ready to sacrifice and make, well, let's put it this way. You're building something on a weekly basis. I will work with anybody that wants to put skin in the game. They're willing to make a commitment. See, that income you're making $800 a week is for you. That should be under a corporation and division. The corporation can absorb that, expense the money, and pay its bills first, and then you can decide if you need a paycheck. Okay, how do we multiply that income into more money? There's always a way to do it, but again, you're building a business from taking money from you and your family. Let's use the corporate credit. Let's rebuild you instead. It would make more sense. If you're going to get it, you got to have corp division process. It's the only way you can receive money and not pay tax. Thanks. Having nonprofit 2 years old, good standing. How do we use it? Well, the reality is a nonprofit sets up a bank account with divisions and make sure you get the federal exemption, 501c3 public benefit. If you did it in California, you have 17 months to tell the Attorney General's office you have federal exemption, and they wipe out the franchise tax fee. There is no franchise tax fee for a nonprofit. So again, you can run a nonprofit and do all kinds of grant money as well. And the difference is you can bring in lots of money as long as you don't classify it as profit. And you can grow a business to get an income. I mean, the president of the Red Cross makes millions and millions of dollars, doesn't he or she? But again, that's how they look at it. So again, nonprofit can work and play that game too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a great and a blessed day. I hope and pray you call that number right away, 800-254-9506. What I offer tonight is good tonight only. Tomorrow their pricing is normal pricing. So have a great and a blessed day. Let's do our best as God does the rest. Amen to that too. And never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.